Hello and welcome back to this edition of Daily Actives brought to you by Bootleg Macro. I am Dustin and we are looking at AMD, which was up 2.05% today. Ooh, AMD. I am loving what you are doing from this level. If you watched my previous videos, I've definitely been talking about how AMD has now filled the gap. The way the volatility is moving, which we'll get to in a little bit, looks like this is definitely going to be going sideways to up for a little bit. You can see we're at $118.32. That's a great place to be. We're finally above the 5-day moving average. The 5-day average is now back up above the 20-day moving average, very positive. And we've seen moves up with high volume, which means that we have seen essentially a turnover in the shares. Now we have gone positive on the 1-day, the 5-day, the 15-day, and potentially we will be going positive on the 1 month if we can get above 120.08 or if we stay above 118 by probably Thursday of this week. So the 1 month should flip positive pretty quick here, which would definitely attract some algos because that's what they pay attention to. We've definitely gotten to go long on the short term and intermediate term. We don't have it on the longer term yet. We do see that tomorrow we're going to have a goal or a bullishness on the short term and intermediate term. I definitely would default towards the bullishness on this sense, even though we still have bearish on the longer term. Because when you look at this chart, that's just the type of chart you want to see. This is a 15-day moving average where we are breaking right above it. We're going to go ahead and look at the rolling sentiment. Very positive to look at. We are getting rising bulls, and we got those recently as of what it looks like the 13th of July. We got rising bulls again on the 2-day. It looks like we're rising. We are currently below 50% on the 2-day on the ultra fast sentiment, which is very positive. Don't you wish you would have bought back here in May when you were below 50% and you were below that the moving average, and then it started to break back above? I kind of wish I did. Now we're going to go ahead and look back at the chart here. Again, this is the type of move that you normally would see inside of AMD, where you get kind of like a move higher, it kind of falls in bases, a move higher, kind of falls in bases, and move higher, kind of falls in bases, and move higher. And we've just fallen in base. So what do you think is going to happen, boys and girls? We go ahead and look at the daily sentiment indicator. Now, this is not as fast as the ultra fast that we were looking at. We'll look at that again. But we are, again, breaking right above that 15-day moving average. It looks like we have completely made that whole move where you consolidate a bullish move, you start to really build up a new base, and we start to see demand come back into the stock. This is a great place to be buying AMD, in my opinion, and I definitely do own some now. I could sell it at any time. Disclaimer, not financial advice. I'm just paying attention to the way that I monitor my own positions right here. And when I'm looking at this individual setup, I mean, the volume is starting to return. You saw volume return last week where you really saw a big spike in volume as the price started to move up. You see that the volatility has really started to roll over. And I believe that the trend kind of reveals itself when you're getting falling volatility, because that's what assets love, is falling volatility. You can see that the correlation is also negative. So it is, as the volatility is rolling over, the price correlation is also rolling over, which means that the price should be moving up. Pretty small moves you'd expect, but at least should be going up. You can see that, the upside of the range right now is 126. We're right in the middle. We bounced right off the bottom around 107. And we look at the ultra fast range. This is exactly what you're looking at, but just a larger version when we're looking at the raw data. We're at 48%. I mean, this thing, it generally will stay around 50% no matter what. So you'd expect it to at least get a little bit over. And then you expect it to just kind of run. But tell me what you think in the comments below. Are you long? Are you short? Do you like it? Do you love it? Is this even a good review? And before you go, do yourself a favor. Subscribe to the New High newsletter. We give you 25 plus stocks breaking out every week, Sundays at 9 a.m. I'll talk to you soon.